What's going on, fellow YouTubers? This is AK74U for Noobs here, bringing you some Black Ops commentary. This game is Domination on Havana. I'm using the FAMAS with the Dual Mag, Flapjacket Pro, Sleight of Hand Pro, and Tactical Mass Pro. So I actually want to talk to you guys about a funny situation that happened to me today. I was working my second job and I got a call that I didn't recognize on my phone. And usually when this happens, I don't pick up the number at all. And have them just leave me a message. But I remember that the number called me last night, and I actually thought it might be a coworker of mine because I checked my messages in the morning, and my coworker left me a message. So I picked up the phone, and I was totally wrong. It was a telemarketer on the other line, trying to say I was in a sweepstakes and that I have a chance to win $50,000, Ford Mustang, and tons of other stuff. I just have to fill out a survey or, do a survey on the phone and buy a subscription to a magazine or something like that. So when I first picked up the phone and I realized it was a telemarketer, my first thought was just hang up the guy, and don't answer that call anymore. But I'm not that kind of person. I don't like being rude. So he, was talking all fast and stuff. I barely could hear him, and he's like, let me ask you a couple survey questions. And I'm like, all right, go ahead. And he asked me, if I'm married or divorced, and I told him I was married, and he asked me what my hobbies were. And I told him gaming, bowling, and spending time with my family. And he's like, oh, hey, a COD player, huh? And I was like, yeah. I play Black Ops, Modern Warfare 2, and we actually really started talking about Black Ops. And he was telling me how he had his best game. He had like a KD ratio of like 46 or something like that. And I actually asked him, hey, do you ever watch, videos online, of Hutch or, any of those kind of guys? He's like, yeah. I'm like, well, I just, started up a channel. Why don't you check me out? I got a couple games on there you might like. I went to 77-2 and, a couple of other stuff. So he wrote down my YouTube channel, and he's like, all right, let's get back let's get back to me trying to sell you something. And so I listened to him until he asked, do you want to buy these magazines that are kind of like a Netflix thing? It's like $9.99 a month, and instead of like Netflix for movies, it's Netflix for magazines. And I kind of told him, like, hey, I don't read magazines, not into it. And that was the end of the conversation. So I guess the moral of the story is, if there is going to be a moral of the story, is don't be a dick to these telemarketers. That they're just regular people trying to earn a paycheck. It's their job to call you and annoy you. So I'm actually glad that I didn't be a dick to this guy, and actually probably got a subscriber out of it. So instead of him trying to sell me magazines, I sold him a subscription to my YouTube channel, which is always funny. So a little bit about this gameplay that I'm not too sure about. I do go 47-1, and the issue I was having, I could have done a lot better. I noticed there was some lag on the chopper gunner and the Hein. I noticed when my sight on the Hein, I was aiming at the red dot, but while I'm shooting and going for a red, I could see when my sight was actually on the red square that bullets were still lagging behind to get to the guy. And I don't know if it's because I set up my HD PVR now, that actually does now record in HD. I'm recording in 1080i, so I don't know if there's a little lag. I heard there wasn't supposed to be any lag with it, but I could be wrong. So I don't know. Maybe you guys can notice in the video too. I noticed a couple of different times. I think this is my third game after I truly set up my HD PVR to set up. It was set up correctly, that I didn't really do well my first couple of games. It seems like I wasn't getting a fast enough response. Usually I'm one of the first people to shoot at the person I'm looking at, but it wasn't happening this time. It felt like maybe there was a little lag. So this video should be coming to an end in about a minute or so. I got some nice feedback about what you guys want to see. You guys want to see some more guns that aren't really used. But how about the kill streaks? You know, do you want me to use like the Uzi with spy plane, counter spy plane, and like chopper gunner, or not even chopper gunner, or care package, or do you mind not seeing the Hind, the chopper gunner, and the Blackbird? I just feel that doing these videos, I'm trying to steer away from using those just because I know it might be kind of boring, and I do speed them up in the video, but they are still boring to kind of see. They do get you the big numbers, but I think it'd be really cool if I went 77-2 and only my highest kill streak was a Blackbird. I think that would be a great, basically getting 77 kills with only your gun or frag or knife, however you can get them. So let me know what you guys think, and hope you liked the video. Until next time, guys, later.